Here's what I have for you. I want to talk to you about your center's brand. What is your brand? Brand is not a logo. It is an experience. Your community does not define what they think about you or what they know about your center by your logo or even your website. People define in their own minds what your brand is going to be. They base that on their own experience and apply it everywhere. Whether you know it or not, you are already a brand. It's how you look and talk to your community, donors, employees, and volunteers. So make sure you have defined what your organization stands for and how you communicate it. Once you know what your brand is, you can deliver it consistently across all platforms. And that's what builds an experience. An emotional connection with your donors, volunteers, and community at large is your most important tool. Nonprofits all have a common goal, raising money to operate. And you can't get people to give their money unless they want to take action. And they won't give you money unless they are emotionally touched. Branding tells a story and reaches those people. So if you don't have your own story down, you can't reach your goal. And they know when you're not authentic. Authenticity is about alignment. Communicate your true self, who you are as an organization. You attract the right people. People who work with you are passionate about your brand, and they get hooked and stay with you longer. And it takes less time and fewer resources to connect with them. Guilt, on the other hand, is the worst way to fundraise. If you want donors who feel good about giving and give time and time again, make them happy donors. Studies show that the greatest motivation for giving is happiness. Create happy donors to get ongoing repeat donations. And sure, you may be able to guilt people into giving once, but won't be able to do it twice. Set your nonprofit apart from all the others. If you look and sound like everyone else, you're communicating that you are just like everyone else. Set yourself apart. Develop your own identity and own it. Be fresh. Be interesting. Be engaging. Be different. Be you. Be focused. You cannot be everything to everybody. Clarify your message, create focus, and define your center's key audiences, and create a plan of how you're going to message and the tactics to shift to address each one of them. For instance, you should have a different message for current donors and one for future donors. And those should be different messages from the one you send out to opinion leaders and businesses and media. Your team needs to be your brand. Large centers with 60 volunteers or staff members, or small centers with just one executive director and a couple of volunteers. Set your organization up for branding success. Create a toolkit that states what your organization stands for. Include guidelines on the elements of your brand, your logo, your voice, your message, your graphic style, and good examples of your communication, and then pass this toolkit out to anyone who has a hand in creating your brand. Use video to communicate to your audience. I have an example here at withopenarms.org/donations, a great example of a video. Style one for your own website. Use a donor site aimed at your branding. A good example of this is the BGCF.org. Take a look at their website. Learn from it. And here's what I want you to do. Brand your center. Now, if you need help with a donor site or a custom video, contact your coach, Ken Freeman, at 903-926-2607. Now, keep up the good work you're doing. You are making a difference, and the other side just can't stand it. Thanks for listening to the Monday Minute.